Goku had a dream. Goku dreamed that he was about to fight the god of Super Dragon Balls. Goku was excited for the battle until the image of the god of the Super Dragon Balls disappears in front of him. Goku says, "What is that? Where is everyone?" Back to current times. Goku's house. Goku wakes up from his dream and says, "What? What's happening? I was sure I was about to fight the god of the Super Dragon Balls. The great priest had come here to call me to the battle. I don't understand what's going on here. I was about to surpass my limits." Chi-Chi appears in front of Goku and says, "What are you doing, Goku? You slept for 3 days. I was already getting worried. It's time for you to go to work." Goku watches and speaks. "So, was this all a dream? Strange. It all seemed so real to me. I cannot understand. Maybe it's my great desire to train." At that moment, Goku begins to have his routine in his normal day and is just reflecting everything that was going through his mind. Goku remembers that he was about to fight the god of the Super Dragon Balls until the moment when Goku speaks. This is all very strange. Did I live some kind of illusion? Everything felt so real. The High Priest was trusting that we would defeat that guy. We had been tasked with defeating a god. I was getting excited for the battle. I cannot understand. At that moment, a great light appears directly on Earth next to Goku. Goku speaks. Is this also another illusion? Is this also some kind of dream? At that moment, Beerus, the Destroyer, and Whis appears in front of Goku. Goku says, "Oh, Mr. Beerus, Mr. Whis, what are you doing here? The day of our training had not yet arrived. I wasn't prepared to go back to training with you." At that moment, Beerus looks seriously at Goku and speaks. "Did you have any kind of weird dreams last night, Goku?" Goku looks seriously at Beerus and says, "I knew there was something behind it. It was very real. How do you know I had a dream, Mr. Beerus?" Beerus responds, "Come with us in a planet of destruction. We need to talk." Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of the Z Warriors. Let's start. Whis and Beerus take Goku to the God of Destruction's planet. Goku stands face to face with Beerus and Whis. Goku says, "Mr. Beerus, now explain it to me better. What does this question have to do with me having a dream related to the God of the Super Dragon Balls? What's going on into this?" At that moment, Beerus observes and speaks. "Good. There's something we're all trying to figure out too, Goku. All gods have dreams related to other gods. The great priest had summoned us this morning just to say that something strange was happening after a temporal rift was created in the center of the galaxy of all universes. Various versions of the God of Destructions we already know, and some other formerly powerful beings are emerging from this rift and disrupting other timelines. Many disturbances began to be created in other timelines a few days ago. What amazed everyone was that several beings began to cause the greatest destruction, and one of these beings was a version of Son Goku." Goku gets scared and says, "What?" Whis watches and speaks. "Calm down, Mr. Goku. Let Beerus-sama continue to conclude what happened." Beerus looks at Goku and speaks. "Be quiet and don't you dare to talk, Goku! You have apparently been warped into several evil versions of our timelines. Similar to Goku Black when Zamasu stole his body in another timeline. Maybe that dream you had wasn't a dream at all, but a premonition of a battle that could happen in the future against..." Wait, so the God of the Super Dragon Balls will still rebel against us? At that moment, Whis looks up and says, "Maybe that could happen, but it's not like that, Mr. Goku. Things here can change in a somewhat intense way. When we talk about changes in timelines, we know that often what happens in another future does not change the past of another timeline. When Trunks killed the androids, or even all of you were killed in other timelines, nothing happened in the timeline in our timeline. However, the problem would be if an extremely strong god wants to manipulate those issues. The multiverse is infinite. A god who knows this wants to manipulate time. He can become the ultimate existence of everything. Since all of them had similar dreams, someone might be wanting to get involved in all of this. The god of the Super Dragon Balls of this universe, to this day, no one knows his whereabouts. But from what I could study in other timelines, the Super Dragon Ball's god has been causing great complications. And unlike this universe, that Zeno-sama himself is taking care of everything. In other timelines, the god of the Super Dragon Balls is one of who takes care of all the senses. But he manipulates his reality the way he wants. Just like all the gods of destruction we know here in this universe respond to Zeno-sama. In other timelines, those who are taking care of all things are the gods of the Super Dragon Balls alongside the other gods. What does that mean? You must be wondering what they can do, right, Mr. Goku? Goku is just watching without understanding a thing. Whis responds, well, the answer is very simple, actually. Having even more power than Zeno-sama alongside the other gods of destruction, they can just take control of all this, and it would change the virtue of things and the essence of everything. After this is shown, you can sense and feel that all other timelines can be eliminated. If in a main timeline, the desire of the creator of everything ends up coming true, well, we don't know to what level the powers of the gods are in which other gods are involved in this, but that would leave a task for a mortal to accomplish. The gods, by rule, could not fight another god from other timelines without authorization. That's why we thought of the mortal who performed the best in the Tournament of Power. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence that you had this dream, Mr. Goku. At that moment, Goku starts watching and says, what makes you think even though I trained and raised my Ultra Instinct even more that I could still be able to become as powerful as other gods? At that moment, Beerus observes and speaks. Well, you did manage to get much stronger, Goku. But still, after everything that happened, you were the only mortal who had this dream. As if you were being chosen for something. As we speak, several alternative versions of you and other beings exist. If you manage to get that call, some anomaly is occurring through your body, so surely your powers have increased much more according to your past memories. At that moment, Goku tries to understand and speaks, but Mr. Beerus, I'm not feeling any different in my powers and I can't see anything changing in my body. Is your reasoning really right? Did I really get stronger just from that? At that moment, Beerus advances towards Goku and speaks, now we're going to do the test. Beerus activates his Sakai energy and charges force to hit Goku. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct and speaks, wait, Mr. Beerus, don't do that. We don't even know what might happen. At that moment, Whis laughs and says, Lord Goku, if I were you, I would really look to dodge all these attacks because Mr. Beerus is fighting in a ruthless way and if you flinch, he might kill you. At that instant, Beerus begins to observe and speaks. Come on, Goku, show your powers soon. Show that you're capable of. No. Come on, Goku, show your power. Show what you're capable of. I want to see how high you can go. Please know that my power level is far beyond anything you can think of with all your imagination. So come on, show your power, otherwise you will die here. At that moment, Goku tries to fight Beerus and says, I'm not feeling any changes in my body. I can't really do anything. Mr. Beerus is too strong even for my Ultra Instinct. At that moment, Whis launches a great energy on Goku, causing his body to become paralyzed. And at that moment, Beerus advances and pierces Goku's body. Goku watches and speaks. Mr. Beerus, why did you do that? At that instant, when Goku was lying on the ground, Goku begins to see the image of Zeno-sama in front of him. Goku says, Zen-chan? Zeno's voice speaks.
Goku, you are capable of everything. You are capable of defeating anyone. After all, you are Goku, the saint but powerful.
At that moment, Goku begins to recover his energy and the planet Beerus begins to shudder more and more. That moment, Goku begins activating a new transformation. His body begins to turn blue and his hair turns white. At that moment, Whis observes and speaks. Just as we think, Lord Beerus. He activated the God Killer transformation. Beerus smiles and speaks. That power is astronomical. So it really was true. Beerus creates a huge blast of energy and prepares to attack Goku. Beerus says, "Incredible, Goku. Now receive this. This will be my final blow." At that instant, Goku directly attacked Beerus. In the blink of an eye, Beerus is thrown away and falls to the ground all bruised. Beerus says, "Impossible! How did he manage to get here so fast with just one punch?" Beerus had his guard down and fell to the ground. Beerus didn't expect Goku's power to be so high. Goku dashes in front of Beerus. Goku arrives in front of Beerus lying on the ground. Whis says, "What will Mr. Goku do?" At that moment, Goku, even with a different appearance, he speaks in his normal voice and says, "I don't know what's happening to me, Mr. Beerus. My body's totally different, but it seemed that this time I defeated you. Calm down, you didn't know about my power either. In fact, I didn't even know how I got it." At that moment, Goku in his God Killer form felt a great shudder inside his body and says, "What's going on with my body?" At that instant, a great light appears directly on Beerus' planet. The great priest and Zeno-sama appear in front of Goku. Beerus lying on the ground and Whis watches and talks. "Zeno-sama is here, but how?" Zeno says,
Goku, you're different. We need to talk to you. You're coming out named the new God Killer.
"To be continued. What's going on with Goku? What do Zeno-sama and Daishi-kun want with Goku? Regardless of what it is more than important that you rave it here, exposing in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos, and that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.